The coronavirus of 2020 has undoubtedly impacted everyone worldwide. Throughout the crisis, I recorded a few episodes to help businesses adjust. This is an unprecedented time, and many of us face uncertainty, fear, doubt, and the permanent closure of our businesses while others survived. The key to it all is how we respond in times of crisis. How resilient are we as entrepreneurs? Enjoy this special series.
Welcome back to On the Mic with Dr. H, the Global Mentor Coach, and you're listening to Business Basics. This podcast is dedicated to helping you grow your business. It's a new decade, and we've already been hit with a deadly virus that has now killed more people than SARS. The coronavirus, and it will likely impact your business. And you might be thinking, I'm a small business. Trust me, it's going to impact you. The markets crashed the other day, and they likely are going to crash again. It's already had an impact on China's economy, and we import a lot of stuff from China. So trade with China is a major part of several U.S. states' economies. And so using data from the U.S. Census Bureau, the Business Insider looked at which states could be most affected by a slowdown in trade with China as a result of the coronavirus. And I'm telling you, it is going to hit you, because even if your state is not directly impacted, you are going to be indirectly impacted. So as a business owner, what do you do to stay in the black? How do you then come up with a strategy to combat the effects of the coronavirus on the economy? Because it is crazy. So looking at a Business Insider article, it says several industries, including luxury, fashion, and liquor, amazing, right, could be hit hard by supply chain disruptions and reduced demand in China. Apple has warned that its revenues for the current quarter are likely to be lower than initially expected as the consumer electronics giant faces both slowdowns in iPhone manufacturing and shuttered Apple stores across China. See, lesson number one, this is why you diversify your manufacturing facilities, because when something happens in one location, you need to be able to have another location that can pick up the slack. See, you it's okay. It's smart to reduce costs, and manufacturing facilities in China are cheap. But you can go to Malaysia and get cheap labor. You can go to India and get cheap labor in manufacturing. So you really have to think about how you're diversifying and making sure that you can get what you need in the event something catastrophic like this happens. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. Apple has done that. So the American and Chinese economies are very tightly intertwined. We've been tightly intertwined for years. China has an economy with over 1 billion people and a very big growing middle class. It's one of the biggest markets for American exports. So even if you aren't exporting right now, or you have plans to export, that's going to affect you. This is going to affect definitely trade, not just exports, but imports. Definitely import. So 24 states and DC, the District of Columbia, imported more goods from China than from any other country. Yeah. A lot of them. So we get a lot of imports. We do have imports from Mexico, Canada, Venezuela, Indonesia, South Korea. But I'm telling you, 24 states in this country get a lot of stuff from China. 24 states. We even get stuff from the UK. 24 states. Several states import billions of dollars of goods from China each year. I'm telling you, this is going to affect supply chains. So you just really want to take a look at it, because it's crazy. I'm going to post the link to this Business Insider article so you can take a look for yourself. Biggest exporters. So the biggest exporters to China Our 4 states, Oregon, Washington, South Carolina, and Alaska, they exported more goods to China than any other nation. And this was in 2018 because these are the numbers that they have. Because again, most people have not closed out 2019 figures. So that's huge. 4 states are doing that much exporting. Just 4 states than any other nation. That's huge. If you think that's not going to impact your business, you are wrong. So you got to take a look at stuff, because you might think, oh, that's not going to affect me. Trust me, we've been impacted by trade wars for years now. It's only going to get worse. And so in addition to the trade wars we have, you don't think China's going to try to bounce back and recover their economy from the losses that they're experiencing due to coronavirus? Absolutely. And that's where the trade wars are going to really get sticky further on. So 26 states had over $1 billion in goods exports to China. 26 states, over $1 billion. Come on, man. A lot is happening here. So you've got to think about how this is going to impact you. So you might be thinking, oh, that's not going to affect me. Okay, so let's think about some of these things. Where are you sourcing your products as a business owner? And so you need to connect with your suppliers and look at your supply chain to determine what your next steps are, because you need a plan of action for your business. Don't wait until something happens. You don't wait till the bottom drops out and you have no safety net. You create that safety net now. So that's what you want to look at. You want to look at who's impacted, what states are greatly impacted by exports and imports to China, and how is that going to affect you? When you look at this map and some of the things that you will see, you're going to see Washington, California, Texas, huge amounts of money exported, of goods exported to China. When you're talking about imports, you're talking about, again, Texas, California, Washington, Minnesota, Illinois, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, New York. Huge. So if you have any type of business dealings with suppliers in those areas, you need to have a plan in place. Who else can you source materials from, and for how long? What agreements can you come up with? So think about it. You're going to be impacted by coronavirus. Like it or not, your business is going to be impacted. What do you do? So that's all I got for you on the coronavirus and how it's possibly going to impact your business. Thanks for listening to On the Mic with Dr. Ace, the Global Mentor Coach. If you like this podcast, please make sure you like and share it. I sincerely appreciate your support. If there are topics you'd like me to cover, or if you need a business coach, email me at info@globalmentorcoach.com. Again, that's info@globalmentorcoach.com. Thanks for tuning in with me, Dr. Ace, the Global Mentor Coach. Remember to spread lots of love and light. Until next time.